Hello and welcome to another lesson. Welcome to Music Fed. So today we're gonna have a look at a really cool song, one of the singles from Smashing Pumpkins' latest album. The song is called Silvery Sometimes Ghost. Coming up next. So this song is actually pretty cool. It's based on a turnaround riff, 4 really main chords. We got a C going to E minor, to A, and finally to F. First off, I'm doing an acoustic rendition of it. I think it's just easier to follow in this case. Of course, the original is played on an electric guitar, and I think live is played by James Iha. In this case, I'm just using my regular chord acoustic string guitar. Please notice that I have a capo on the 2nd fret, which is I believe what they do, and the song is played with the capo on the 2nd fret. So what I'll do, I'll give instructions as this was fret 0. So for instance, the song starts with a C power chord, and I say on the 3rd fret. So that's how we're gonna have this lesson going. So it's pretty up-tempo, and what makes the song interesting and this riff even more interesting is the accent that are given sometimes on the upbeat, and especially on the first part when we start from this C power chord on the 3rd fret. So he introduces the change to E minor on the upbeat of the last beat of the measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how you count the measure. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. So 1 E and a 2 E and a. So on the da of the 4th beat. Now, after starting from the C power chord, he literally just shifts the index finger from 3rd to 2nd fret without really playing the low E string. That creates an E minor chord. And then before moving to the next chord, which is an A in 2nd position, he does this motive by just lifting the pinky in this case to go to the 3rd fret of the D string. So from this, which is starting from high E string, is 0 0 0 5 2 to 0 0 0 3 2, and then he goes back to the 5th fret. So and then hits it again another 3 times. And then again anticipate slightly the A chord. And that's again a really cool part of this whole riff, is this kind of sense of anticipation. Then regular sort of A chord for the next bar, and then again anticipates this time into this F power chord on the 1st position. But before getting into it, there's this kind of transition chord, which is only on the lower 3 strings, 3 3 0, because wants to resolve into this F power chord. So then starts again, turn around, the same riff over and over. This is the verse. Sometimes you can do these first two strums before the beginning of the second time you get into the C chord. So after you get into the... I like to do that all the time. It's something I've seen Billy Corgan do, that it just adds a little bit of movement. So notice how I'm mainly really playing downstrokes. For this kind of riff, I think it works better. It just gives you a more consistent tone, and it just sounds nicer than doing. I think you could play like that, but I'm fairly sure that they played like this. It's just a little more consistent to the intention of the song. Then after a few verses like this, what happens is that you stick to the F chord. Then goes to a G power chord in third position. You literally just shift the same position. Then you stick to this. And then halfway through the measure, you go back to the C power chord that we had at the beginning. So it's and now 1, 2, and then go back. So essentially in this second half, which could be considered the chorus, really it's not really a traditional chorus, but it's like part B and then goes back to A, which is this one. So in part B, he really just starts from F, goes to G, which wasn't there before, and then goes back to the original 3 chords that we had at the beginning. So if you like a progression from C to E minor to A and again to F, and that's how the loop closes, and then you go back to the verse from C. So it's kind of clever, because really what Billy Corgan does is he uses pretty much the same chord but reshuffled in different ways to give movement and keep the song interesting while the rhythm stays the same. And at some point there's a solo by, I think, James Iha, but pretty much this is it. You're not really given much more harmonic content apart from the G chord, which is the new one on the section B of the song. But then after that goes into C, E minor, A, F, all chords you heard before and kind of in the same sequence. So going back, first part is really C, E minor, A, F, C, E minor, A, F. Then the second part is F held 2 bars, G held 2 bars, and then in one bar you go from G to C and then down to E minor to A to F, and that's how it ends. And then it goes back to part B. 1, 2, 1. Sometimes when I play the first part of the song, I play some open strings like so. So from E minor, which is this shape, I play very quickly the open strings before fretting the A chord. I just like the way it sounds. So that's it for today. A relatively simple song. I think the magic in it lies into the lyrics are fantastic. The whole arrangement is great, but you can replicate most of it just with one acoustic guitar like I did today, and it just retains the specialty of it. So if you like this song, just don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.